Once you have saved your instrument, you can see add more details. Click on add more details to go to the detail page of the instrument and to add all other details. For example, you can set an asset ID for that instrument that you have in your industry. You can add a cluster for that instrument. You can assign this to a specific cluster. You can select from the drop down, or you can add your own cluster. A cluster could be a place or location or team or some lab, any group of things. For example, I can say production line 2. Keep it as always available if it is going to be always available, or you can define availability if it is available only in specific time. Click save to have it saved and selected. Assign to specific person. If you have any specific person responsible for this, assign to them. If you have second person next to the first person, assign to them. The calibration lead time is basically the time, logistic times that it takes for calibration. It could be from few hours to few days. If it travels overseas, it might take weeks. You can factor in that time here. Let's say 2 weeks, like here, days. And then the calibration frequency, whether it is 1 year or 2 year, depends on the instrument. All other details are from the first level mandatory field. If this instrument is going to be calibrated based on the usage days, turn this on. Provide the number of days it needs to be counted before the calibration. Let's say 100 days. This instrument can be used for 100 days before it goes calibration. And say in number of days before which you want the alert, let's say 20 days. And say number of days before which you want the critical alerts, let's say 5 days. So your actual alerts begins at 75 days, 20 plus 5, 25 days, minus 100, 75 days. And then your critical alert begins at 95th day usage of this instrument. Add any required instrument. If you already have a dependency group, you can select. If you don't have a dependency group, you can create one here. I have one dependency group. If I want to calibrate this instrument, I want this standard instrument to be available. I can select it and save it. It becomes a dependency group. I can add some procedures required for this instrument to calibrate. Click add new procedure. Select the file that you want to use. It could be a PDF file, Word, or any kind of file, image or text file, could be anything. This will be displayed for the calibrator while he is calibrating. You can also add any template just like that. Click on the add new template and select the file that you want, and that would be added as a certificate template. And you can also add any existing certificate for this instrument. Click add new history, choose the certificate file and choose the calibrated date. This is a mandatory field. When it was calibrated, say 13th of June, and any other field, whether it is as found, whether it was passed or failed result, or who approved it, any comments, and finally save it. To get it saved in the calibration history and it shows up the date it was calibrated, you can go to the I information detail to get to see that file. Finally, you can click update to save this instrument changes. You can add some comments and this will go and stay in the comment of that instrument. I give comment as updated various details of the instrument and commit. And when I refresh the page, I can see my comment shows up here.